Greetings and welcome, my minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 4. Alright, so Thalya has been captured. The ultimate evil is a ghost essence form thingy. And all we have is a small dungeon with a few snots to rescue our only general. Anyway, let us get going.
To get rid of that dwarven contraption on the overworld, as it posed a threat to the underground, and with it, the dungeon heart. It was therefore necessary to build a mighty dungeon, or rather, to have one built, because as a wafting essence, the disembodied evil could not do much itself.
So, still getting used to the hotkeys. They've done a lot of streamlining on the various windows, like construction, traps, creatures, overall army, and the research. Which is no longer quite all over the place, but it does, you know, remove your view from what you are actually doing. Anyway, let us get a level of this, unlock the treasury, and now we can build it.
The gold-hungry evil had built a treasury. The meager amount that could be stored in the throne room was simply not even close to enough for a proper gold bath.
So we should probably unlock all the other things we need, like the gobber and get the hideout, but there's all the creatures. Need a little bit more gold for that. Will not be needing quite so many tutorials at this stage, because they do get a little bit intrusive if you already know what you're doing. I do like the building mechanic that they have as it is implemented. For instance, my treasury is indeed 5 by 5 at the moment, and if one of these gold veins runs out, it will just build the tile underneath it, which is kind of convenient. Right. That's the food.
The gluttony-loving evil had built a gobbler farm. Here, delicious gobblers were raised to serve as food for the horde.
Right, so horde, demons, undead. Not much is different there. Get some new creatures like the gnome. Goblins are of course familiar. We can currently have 8 creatures. That should be enough to start out, though we only need 4 at the start. Each creature needs a bed the size of 3 by 3, I think. As far as I've seen at least, because obviously I've not gone beyond level 3, or mission 3 rather. So I don't know exactly what's beyond this point, but I can probably guess. I mean, we've got the Infinity Gauntlet, so at some point Thanos is gonna come back. Because, you know, that was always gonna happen.
Ding dong, it's payday.
Well, I don't have any creatures just yet.
raising evil had recruited its first creature, a bit underwhelming considering that it was sitting on the throne of the gods a short time ago. But fresh starts are never easy.
Let's just do a couple of upgrades, as we are raking in more gold.
The sheltering evil had built a hideout for the horde's creatures. These could henceforth build themselves a place to rest there. The evilest evil could use the Hand of Terror, not only to intervene, but also to lend its little snots the impetus they needed by giving them a spirited slap. The attitude-adjusting evil had struck one of its little snots. Frightened, the creature squealed. The detestable evil had earned some delicious evilness. Excellent things could be done with it, such as exploring new stuff. However, first, a place had to be found where the evilness could be stored. The absolute evil quickly built a vault of evilness.
Alright, so that's a 2x2. That makes more sense. You definitely always wanted an even-sided room. Probably square or proper rectangle. At least the evilness is not quite so dependent on actually killing something on the overworld, but you actually get some from just doing quests, which is fine. This is still our training wheels dungeon, so the Vault of Evilness. Currently we have plenty of gobblers. Looks like their numbers are increasing, so we don't have any problems with our current supply of critters.
Glamorous evil had built a vault of evilness. This allowed it to henceforth store evilness and use it.
Oi! No need to sit around being lazy when we could be picking up a little gold while we're here, eh? On you go, lads! Grab the nearest gold vein.
Sooner or later, the greedy dwarves would dig their way into the dungeon. The perfidious evil used a workshop to prepare traps to stop the gold-stealing dwarves in their tracks.
You just gonna let me build it now, or do I have to follow your predictions?
Technological progress has almost always been a fine thing. Further research could not only make new units or rooms available, but also increase the maximum number of little snots or creatures.
Get all the traps unlocked so we can start building them. The evil is needed for some upgrades, as well as copious amounts of gold, so we'll definitely be kept busy. And the creator mats.
Hey look, I realize you really get a kick out of slapping your creatures, but they're not really the enemy here. Maybe you should reassess your priorities.
Tell me what to do, narrator.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
I mean, that probably means I can't really build anything here, does it? No. Dang it. Alright. Then we'll just build that over here.
Ding dong, it's payday.
Oh, hey, it's more gold, so... Stack that for digging. And keep upgrading our snots, because we will need them to be at peak efficiency. Use anything that doesn't require gold.
The workforce hoarding evil had increased its maximum little snot limit and now had access to even more of the industrious little creatures.
Plenty of gold over here. And so if we want to be able to do 10 population, we will need to expand the hideouts.
Oi!
Let's just double it.
How long is this stone thing going to take, lads? Snookums and I weren't planning on dying of old age here.
I sure hope not, because I have a whole different set of plans for just how you lot are gonna die here.
The hard work allowing evil had built a tinkerer's cave. Here, little snots could use the work units to make toolboxes, which were needed for the more extravagant dungeon accoutrements.
Using way too expensive words there, narrator. Thalya can't spell those. Right, let's make my rooms more efficient by putting in doors. Including the workshop itself. Doesn't exactly tell me how many beds I can have, but that's fine. Right, we need to get the gnome. We get the gnome. Right, so gnomes are bomb throwers. Ranged fighters do physical damage, area damage, but very short range and all not very accurate. Alright. Dwarves are on their way. It feels out.
Something dug into my little gold mine. Yeah. They had to be stinking orcs, whose skulls are at best used as toilet paper holders in the lavatory. Okay, boys, tear this joint to the ground.
Dwarves had opened a passage into the dungeon. The little snots immediately executed Order 67, as they had been instructed to do by Thalya in such a case, which meant that they ran through the dungeon with their arms flapping wildly. At the same time, they opened the secret trap cache, so that the tricky evil could give the dwarves a very warm welcome.
Oi! Did you little honey buns forget your little baby bottles? Or how did you manage to lose to a bunch of lousy orcs? But oi, we still have some reinforcements here. Reinforcements? Attack!
Obviously, the danger from the dwarves had not yet been neutralized. Luckily, the little snots had made a few traps in their spare time. and they were only too happy to make available to the all-consuming evil. A Thrasher trap not only took out one hero, it also provided any and all surrounding heroes with some nutritious cauliflower at the same time. Cauliflower ears, that is.
Yeah, so one of the achievements is to kill some heroes with traps. So let's focus on doing that. And we have some basic traps you can work with.
Payday!
So I kind of want to level up my units a bit. But there's the hideout, so that they level up, start out with higher levels, as well as heal faster in between bouts. So I'm thinking my gobblers might need an expansion. Let's do extras.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
As you can see, the treasury has expanded. Now there is a diamond vein over here. We can take full advantage of that, but let's also dig into this. I do have one more of these traps, but I guess I need a back wall. There's the dirt. Upgrades the horde level maximum. Spend the golds. Digging that out. Too fussed about whatever the dwarves are doing. We have some more traps we can potentially use. This should probably push some of the dwarves into the lava. Make that more efficient. Make my traps powerful and then just upgrade my beasties. Alright, that'll do for this first episode though. Thank you all for watching, see you all next time. If you enjoy my content, see you all, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!